Hi guys, today I have my bi-weekly makeup basket. I completely forgot that it was time to swap out my products. I was laying down and I was trying to catch up on videos because I'm so behind on watching videos, and I always like to watch everybody's videos. Sometimes I don't get a chance to comment, but I try to watch and like the videos. And I was watching videos, and then I started seeing bi-weekly makeup baskets, weekly makeup baskets pop up, and I'm like, hello, I haven't swapped out my products either, so come on, Diana. So we've just been so busy. My sister actually just had her baby on Saturday, and I'm so happy. Beautiful, healthy baby boy. And I think just with all of the excitement, and we've been so busy, I just completely forgot. So before I jump into the items for the next couple of weeks, I want to touch base on a few items from the previous basket. Starting off with this one right here. This is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I have the shade Natural Tan. I mentioned before I used to have Toasted, and that one looked too gray on me, so I got the shade darker. The other one was too light, and it was a little bit on the gray side against my skin. It just didn't look right. So I pulled or I went to buy Natural Tan, and this one I just don't, it's still too light. Just a hint too light, and I think just because I've gotten a little bit darker also. But not only is it too light, I don't like this foundation. I am not even going to try to work through it. I'm not going to put it in a project. This is not something that I want to even try to work with. I could care less what my eyes look on a regular basis, but my complexion, I want to be fully satisfied with my complexion at least, and this foundation, I just don't feel like it sits very well. It doesn't matter if I apply it with a brush, beauty sponge, doesn't matter what primer I use with it, how much I moisturize my face. This never blends into the skin. It just sits on top of it, and it emphasizes wrinkles where I don't have them, pores where it just enlarges my pores where I have them, and it just makes me look super dry. It's just too mattifying, and it's just too heavy for my liking. So I'm going to see if one of my girlfriends wants it. Because it is a little bit too light for me, it may work out for her. I never dipped my brush or my sponge into it. I actually used to always pull it or grab the product with this little paddle thing right here that I purchased at Walmart, and then I used to put it on my little candle lid right here, just to pick up the product from there. So it's still clean, it's sanitized, it's not, I haven't put my fingers in there. So I'm gonna see if she wants it. If not, I'm just gonna toss it, and I don't feel bad about it because I don't like it. And then a concealer, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I know a lot of people like this. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not ever repurchasing this. I'm gonna see if I can put it in a project to get it out, but it's not my favorite. I've heard a lot of people comparing it to the Fit Me concealer. I don't think they're the same at all, in my opinion. This is very drying, to where the Fit Me concealer is quite the opposite of that. It's not drying at all. This sets really, really fast, so I have to work one eye at a time. Otherwise, it becomes a mess. It's just stays put, which is really nice, but I find it to be very, very drying underneath my eyes, and it's just not my favorite. A lot of people complain of the MAC Pro Longwear that this is drying. I find this to be more drying than this, in my opinion, at least underneath my eyes. And then a liner that actually stood out for me was the Sephora liner, and this came in a palette a really, really long time ago. This is in matte turquoise, and not only is the color stunning, but this thing stayed put. Like, I mean, nothing was moving this thing in my waterline. Beautiful, and it stayed all day, which was amazing. For the next couple of weeks, I'm going to use these two primers right here. Actually, let me talk about this little thing right here. These are the items that are going to stay in place until I'm done with them. So these things shouldn't be moving, out as often. I have the Porefessionals from Benefit. This is the Magic Lumi Lash Sensational. I did swap out the Telescopic mascara for the Butterfly because I'm done with Telescopic. So that's the new one that I'm working on, because it is one of my oldest mascaras. And then Brow Stylist Plumper. And I did pull a black liner in here, because you always need a black liner, and this is the Rimmel Scandalize. This one, I love that liner, so that's a little drawer that's never going to move out until I finish the products out. And then for primers, I pulled these two mattifying primers. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1. This is the mattifying one, and this is the number 7 Beautifully Matte. I've been using this one, and I have a review. If you want to see it, I'll link it down below for you. But I pulled both of them because I would like to compare them side by side. Put this one on this side and this one on this side, and see if they work the same. The consistency of them is very different. But if they both work the same, I don't see the point of splurging, if you know what I mean. So, and then for foundation, I'm sticking to my makeup use up. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin, and I'm going to continue using that. But for days when I want a little bit more coverage, I pulled a foundation that I haven't used in a really long time. And I can't even remember. I think it's medium to full coverage, if I'm not mistaken. But I love the fact that it has a pump and the container, or it has a glass jar. I didn't even mention, this is the Nuance Selma Hayek Liquid Foundation, and I have the shade Medium Deep Warm. So want to try that out and see if I could do a review on it. Concealer, I pulled Bobbi Brown Corrector, the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. I've used it a couple times. I have no opinions on it, so I want to try to use it and maybe even do a review for you guys. And then today I'll share with you guys what I have on my face today also. Actually, I have the Neutrogena Healthy Skin 3-in-1 Concealer. Love this concealer. I've mentioned before, I think it's very similar to the CC concealer from IT Cosmetics. As far as the consistency goes and how it spreads out, it's beautiful. It looks like skin. I don't have foundation on today. This is the only thing that I have, and I like to use this concealer when I'm doing very low, very minimal makeup, because I like the way that it blends to the rest of my skin. And for powder, I pulled my MAC MSF, and I'm going to stick with this one. I use this for the last couple of weeks, but I want to use it because it's very dark and it doesn't match me in the winter, so I would like to get a lot of use out of it this summer. And then for bronzer, I pulled a Milani XL bronzer in 01. Very orangey. I have this one on my cheekbones today, and then I pulled it up to my cheeks as well as my forehead. Really like this bronzer. I've gone through so many of these, guys. I mean so many, and it lasts forever because it's like the pan is matte. Can you see that? It's so massive. So love it. It's really great. But then I also pulled this bronzer right here from Milani. This is the Soleil Baked Bronzer, and this I have in the center of my face for added glow. And I pulled this trio from Maybelline. This is the Master Contour. Never tried this before, so I thought I would pull it and give it a try. Bronzer, blush, and I'm mostly excited about the highlight here. It's more on the golden side. It's really pretty. It's like golden champagne. So I would like to try that out. And for blushes, I want to try that blush too that's in that trio. But for blushes, I want to use this blush right here and one of these two. I don't want to use the entire quad from e.l.f. This is the light quad. I know I'm not going to use this one, but this one I would like to use in one of these two. As well as Summer Fling from Makeup Geek. This one right here. For my blush today, I actually used a cream blush that I have from Stila, and it's from my makeup use up. And then for highlight, I pulled this right here, which is the Galactic Skin Glow in Glamorous, and it's super pretty. That's what I have on today. I topped it off with Coralista, and I love Coralista now even more. So really pretty. It looks like a very natural glow. It's not very sticky or anything. Just blends into the skin. It looks really, really pretty. But once I topped it with Coralista, it just kind of added that beautiful glow. I love it. So I may get more use out of Coralista because of this product right here. And then I have my shimmer strips from Physicians Formula. It's just for highlight. And then for a palette, I pulled this palette because I think I've used it a couple times, and I pulled it because I don't know, I always feel very uninspired. This is the Lorac Gold palette. I just feel uninspired when I look at this palette, but I pulled it because it has more bronzy golden shades, and I thought it would be perfect right now because it's summer. You know, it's a perfect time to use something like this, so I pulled it so I can get some use out of it. For brows, I'm going to stick to the IT Cosmetics Brow Power because I've really been enjoying it. That's what I have on my brows today. But for days that I want just a stronger brow, I pulled this NYX little brow dew powder duo thing. I don't ever use this wax, but I do use these. And lips, I'm gonna use Wet n Wild's Willow. I'm not gonna swatch it because I need to sharpen it. Stila's Devoted, right there. This is Stila's Patina, right there. Revlon Sassy Mauve, I may pull another lipstick, something a little bit more orangey. I have NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Addis Ababa? I don't know. For a little bit of color. Oh, I don't want my battery to die. This is a liner from Stila, and this is in Mint Julep. That one right there. And then this little duo right here, this is a L'Oreal one. I bought it at Big Lots. I don't think they make this anymore, but I pulled it mainly for this liner right here. Tea Rose from e.l.f. I feel so rushed right now because my battery's gonna die. And what I have on my lips today is Revlon's. This is their Pink Truffle, and this is their Color Burst Lip Butters. And it's really pretty. It's perfect for every day. So that is everything, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.